This is the fire company. They're having training tonight. Let's see what they're doing. They're sweeping cinders up, I guess. Yeah, look at that. Sweeping these cinders up. There's a lot of cinders laying down. Yeah, salute. Hit that like button. Share the live out. How you doing? Hit that like button. What are you guys doing? Huh? What are you guys doing? Sweeping the cinders up.
Yeah, cleaning up around the firehouse.
Yeah. You've been training a lot lately, huh?
We were doing our EVOC this past week.
Is that what it is? What's that like?
It's our certification to drive the rigs.
Okay. Yeah, I seen you guys were making trips around the block up here.
Yeah, I broke my carry. Now I drove in Tanker Indians.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
It's not really cool. I don't want to drive it.
No?
I drive the brush.
I want to drive the tanker.
I'm going to do the tanker.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it. I can do the engine. If I was going on like a wreck or something like that, to a fire.
No.
Because you gotta, in all honesty, you only get certified and pass on if you know how to use the pumps.
Okay.
It's weird.
How many hours do you need to have before you drive or whatever?
I forget what it is. You gotta go through. How we did it this time was pretty simple. When I went to Millburg back in 2016,
Right.
we had to sit in the classroom for like 4 hours. And then we back again, the other 4 hours. And then the rest of the day was out driving the rigs. And we didn't have to drive everything. We could pick one thing and we were certified in everything.
Okay.
And I drove the ambulance, it's smaller.
Right.
But this time I had to drive everything. This one.
Cool. And you don't need a CDL for that either, do you?
Not real fire department.
That's cool.
So yeah.
How many years have you been here with that? 4 or 5? No, 16 years.
9 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
When are you going to become captain or whatever?
I'm a captain.
Are you? Cool.
2 years now.
Now, what kind of duties come with that?
I'm an officer, so what I have to do is I go to the fire company. It's my job to make sure I have the right people on the right jobs when it comes to a certain, kind of situation. Tree down call. I can't have juniors running chainsaws. Their job is to, just watch other trees from falling, watch traffic, run brush along the road, stuff like that, pick up after we're soldering up, stuff like that. Juniors have the responsibility. They can outside a fire zone, they can get ladders, they can help out, roll out hoses. They could operate, a hose line from outside, but they can't go in. They can't do anything. Chainsaw or.
Now, are you guys still short-staffed with volunteers, or has it been picked up?
We're getting a lot of good guys.
Because I know years ago they were having a problem with getting volunteers. I don't know about this here, but I know other areas around our county have problems with getting volunteers. Is that their new brush truck now?
Yeah, it's our new brush.
That's nice.
It is nice. It's very easy to use.
Is it?
Well, I'm sure the other equipment tankers kind of. I just got to get over my phobia that I'm the kind of guy that I don't want to pull up on a scene where I have to operate the pumps and the guys going in and out with the hose line. and I'm having a hard time getting water to those on even now that it's roasting. So it's like that's why I haven't really. I got to take some pump ops. You know how much pressure goes in each line. Most of your 2.5 inch hose, you know, you can run about no lower than 125 psi, and then there's not how much there's 200 feet on hose line, but they have more. Then you might crank up the pressure a little bit because it's pushing more water for a long distance. Yeah, you got to put all that in consideration. There's so much psi into 100-foot section and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff to think about.
Yeah, and I would have never thought of that. Huh.
Oh yeah. Usually like a brush stroke.
I thought you just hook the hose up and operate the gauges and that's it. I didn't know you had to have the right PSI.
Because you don't want too much pressure. You got to control them for a while.
Right. Right.
You see how much pressure on the hose when you automatically fucking.
That's true.
Maybe in your garden hose, that might be like, I'm not sure. Big against
PSI
maybe
something.
I think it might be a little bit more than that.
Right.
But yeah, when we got here to flow water and stuff, hold on to that line for a while. You know, it's fine. It's fine for a while, but then yeah.
Right.
It's good to have someone behind you hold the hose and taking the weight off of it. Right. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna go up, so the guy in the back pulls the hose down. You want to go left, he pulls the hose right, whatever.
Right.
So a lot of it is just that. It's not only just the firefighting, and it could be anything. Volunteer help me come down, help make chicken, and soup, and help with the fairs, and stuff like that. Poor Jag, he's still our captain.
Yeah.
Captain 2, I'm 2, Sharon 4, report captain.
Huh.
Christy took over the president.
Oh, yeah.
Son Gavin, we got some good people.
Now, when you did training, did you ever go up to Lewistown and train? What did they use that for up there?
That's an academy. I think there's.
Is that like if you want to go higher up or what? What's the difference between academy and training?
Always I did all my essentials starting out. Introduction to fire, that's the first one. It tells you about, fire control, how you order your safety gear and stuff like that, and all the tools and stuff. First introduction to fire, and then the second one is like ground pack, learn about the ladders, portables, generators, chainsaws, lights. And the third one is not time, which is not fun.
I've been wanting to be a volunteer here, but I don't know. Some of the people I know don't really like me, and that's what kept me from being a volunteer here. I mean, some people just have attitudes.
Just show up every Monday night. You hear about 6:30, 7 o'clock to start. Just start coming around, and then if you're here for a while, every Monday night you have time to come hang out. And you say you want to be, I want to be I don't want to be. You don't have to be in this stuff if you want to be like a social member. Help with the fairs like that. That's fine too. You don't have to run on the call.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
You can just be a supporter and help, at the fair.
Right.
Yeah,
That's all I thought too.
You
Yeah.
don't have to run with it. Because some people can't handle the scariness of fire. You know, it is really scary. It's just you have it.
Yeah, I've been
that first fire I was in, that place in the floor, and you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That white.
Yeah, that would be freaky.
All I did was just take the hose and put full screen and shot out the window, went over and turned the fog, just sucked all the smoke out of the screen.
Huh.
And there's a lot of stuff that burned. Like I said, yeah, it's helping with like the soup and chicken sales.
Right.
Selling gun tickets. Even going along with them guys to gun shows, you know, just to help support, help. They're all different stuff to help out with.
Okay. Yeah, I've been wanting to for years. Ever since I was a teenager, I've been wanting to. But
I kind
like I
of
said, there's some people here that don't really care for us. You know what I mean? They have a stuck up attitude.
That's not an issue.
No.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I won't put up with it because he had some people like that, and I pretty much told the younger kid he came from Beavertown and he run his mouth off about this and that down there. I'm like, dude, you're here. I don't want to hear about it.
Right.
I said, we're here. We're doing a job. We're here to serve the community, help others. Exactly. That's it. So you put all your shenanigans and egos aside. When you step in this building, you're here for a reason. And you know, a bad accident back there. Then him and another guy from Beavertown, they got together and they went up to the area landing zone for Lifeboat. I was very proud of them. I was happy. You know, set aside their egos and work together. And that's what it's all about.
Right. That's a fact. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go home and take these guys over to the dollar store.
Yep. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good one. Cool. Did a small little interview there. Who liked it? Give me a thumbs up. Share the video out if you liked it. I don't know if you could hear the person that I was interviewing. Hopefully you could. If not, sorry. I tried my best. I mean, I didn't want to put it right on them because I didn't tell them I was recording, but hey. I wanted to know a couple things about firefighting and volunteer, and you just don't have to be a volunteer to help your community out. You can join the fire company to not be a volunteer firefighter, but you can also join them to help your community out, like with the fair, with soup and chicken sales, stuff like that. I didn't know that. Now I do. So that's good information. If anybody doesn't want to be a firefighter, they can still serve by having soup sales, you know, going to gun raffles and shit like that. So, yeah, that's cool. That's some good information there. All right, I'm going to hop off this live. Maybe I'll start another one up later. I don't know. On news. Yeah, peace out.